You and I have talked a lot running up to the 2014 election about the proposed constitutional amendment allowing marijuana to be used for certain medical purposes. It did not make the 60% vote. What happened? What can you say about that?
Well, I think in the end it was 57, 58% is what it got. It got more votes than Scott did. Rick Scott did. I mean, but it
half a million.
It didn't reach the 60% threshold, which is what's required by law. It's really interesting. A few months ago, there was sort of generic polling on medical marijuana, and support among voters was in the 80s. I mean, it was really high. But opponents came in and spent more than, I think it's around $6 million, maybe a little bit more, fighting it. And they ran some very effective ads that took advantage of some language in this constitutional amendment that they said was a loophole that could essentially allow widespread marijuana use that went beyond people with cancer and other debilitating illnesses. And I think that kind of struck the fear in some voters that this was going to somehow, create sort of an open air marketplace, if you will. The anti-amendment effort was enormously helped by Sheldon Adelson, who's a Las Vegas casino billionaire, who put $5.5 million into that race, and he basically financed the ads against this. The other interesting thing is that the proponents of it spent a lot of money last year and early this year just to get it on the ballot. But when it came to election time, they didn't have a whole lot of money out there on ads. They were not able to go up on the air and spend enough to convince people to vote for it and get over that 60% level.
Yet they came close, and John Morgan, trial attorney from the Orlando area, is saying that fight is not over. He's going to come back to Tallahassee in the 2015 session and get to work on it. Talk about that a little bit, John Morgan. He pretty interesting character.
Well, I'm not sure what he's smoking if he thinks he's going to get through the legislature in 2015. Okay, but I mean, Governor Scott has already said he's opposed to this, broader expansion of medical marijuana. So, and the legislative leadership, I don't think is going to be in any mood to go along with John Morgan in 2015. But Morgan has also raised the possibility of putting it back on the ballot in 2016. I'm not really sure what the calculus is on that at this point, although turnout will be a lot higher overall in 2016 because it's a presidential year. And if you have a Hillary Clinton on the ballot or a Jeb Bush on the ballot, turnout's going to be really high. So, there may be some sort of thinking that if, in a high turnout election, that issue may be able to get 60%.